Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I welcome my new subscribers as well. On today's video, I'll be teaching you how to vein stucco. You heard me, how to vein stucco. It's a step-by-step process, so I would advise that you watch this video to the end. Do not forget to like it if you actually like it, and subscribe to this channel for more Venetian plaster videos. Thank you for stopping by. Step 1. Mix your color or colors and a stucco and dilute it with water. Make sure it has enough viscosity so that the brushes can flow. Step 2. With the tiniest brush of your palette, that's the tiniest brush in your palette. You can use any one. You draw tiny boxes. Okay, so let me explain these boxes. You mark tiny dots. Don't let them to be very obvious around the areas that you want to cover, and start joining them. They can be straight, they can be horizontal, but please make sure it's not vertical straight. Try as much as possible to draw them slanting, horizontal. The lines might not be easy to be straight, but just make an attempt. Just try and make sure it's straight, because the brush is very tiny, so it might not give you what you want, but just attempt it. If your paint is too thick, please add water so you don't have to keep moving and stopping on the way. So these straight lines are called minor strokes. That's what they are called. Step 3. Give some of the edges of the strokes an angle line of upward facing curve. Don't do it everywhere. Yes, you can give the curve to some of the scanty places depending on the size you want. Some curves will be small, some can be medium, and some can be very large. That's for the third stage. And for stage 4, with the flat brush, yes, connect the veins from the edges of the tiny lines. From the edges of those minor strokes, from the tiny lines, you are supposed to do something in the middle. Those white places that are scanty, you need to do something there, and the only brush you can use is the flat brush, as you can see. So there is something I want to tell you about this flat brush. I use a method called DBS method. It's called drag, bend, and stretch method. So you drag the brush to form a very thick shade, bend it to form curved line, and stretch it. That's exactly how you get what you want. So you have to keep repeating this process of drag, bend, and stretch method until you get exactly what you want. But make sure that none of the sections are left scanty. Make sure that you balance them. Make sure they are not too busy. You just have to keep practicing. The more you practice, the better you understand. But I just want you to know how to use these brushes so that while you are at it, you know exactly what to do. This brush, you don't use the tiny brush the same way we use the flat brush. So the flat brush is the DBS process. So these strokes that we get with the flat brush is called the major strokes. So in step 5, you are using that same brush you used for the minor strokes, which is the tiniest brush, to beautify those curves that we have formed initially in step 2 between the minor and the major strokes. You can add more curves if you necessarily need to. So you beautify them. You give them very tiny lines. That's like adding finesse. So after the beautification, that's all you need to know about veining marble, any type of marble. That's all you need about veining. There are other veinings. But let's stop here for today. So that's all for today. Please try it out at home. It's not something that you learn instantly, but with these instructions, I believe you put through. It's not that hard. And when you do it, please do it well too. Send it to me or through my WhatsApp link on the description box. I'll see you in my next video. We'll be working more with this, and this is like an introductory class. Thank you very much for stopping by.